It takes guts to accept your shortcomings and vulnerability in front of the whole world. Only a few have the will to change their desire into something practical. Tammy Patton surely was from that rare lot. And in today's video, we will be shedding some light on the journey of Tammy Patton. So, let's roll. Who was Tammy Patton?
I won't even have the ability to get out of bed soon if I keep going like this.
When viewers saw 41-year-old Tammy Patton in episode 12 of season 9, it felt like she was trapped in her own body.
I just feel like I'm trapped in this body. Living like this is torment, and I hate it.
With her weight hovering around 600 pounds, life was getting harder for her with each passing day.
My body is in constant pain because of the strain I have on it, and every day it gets worse.
As she was facing immense difficulty in doing personal chores like bathing herself.
But when it comes to cleaning myself, I don't want my daughters to have to take that.
But she was determined to not be a burden to her family. Due to her physical limitations, her mother and 2 daughters, Serenity, 21, and Elise, 19, had to come live with her.
Serenity is 21, and then I have Alize also here with me. She's 19.
Even though Tammy never imagined her life like this, she had no other choice. Her back and knees were in constant pain because of the pressure the bodily fat had on them. Elise even had to quit her full-time job to take care of her mother, as she needed assistance 24/7.
I stopped working at my full-time job and pretty much started doing home health for her.
Tammy was worried about her weight and mobility issues, but the same thing was also stimulating her food addiction. While on the show, the mother of 2 told the cameras that she snacked all day, and the only time she wasn't snacking was when she was eating a meal. Even though she regretted the whole munching herself to death and wanted to stop, as we all know, old habits don't go off only by regrets.
I'm embarrassed I've let things get to this point. Even my mom had to move in recently too.
The tragic past.
Every day, I wake up desperate for a change.
While talking about her childhood, she said that she was a happy kid, as all of her family, including her mother, brother, and father, lived together.
I was a happy, fun, loving kid. Those were happy times, and I felt like we had a happy family too then.
But when she was 9, they faced money problems, and her father started doing drugs, after which her mom shifted with her kids to Texas from California. The separation from her father and her home really affected her, and she started eating more and more, as it was the only thing to numb down the pain.
Food is my only escape from the misery I have.
By the time Tammy was 10, she weighed nearly 150 pounds. Her mother confessed to subconsciously enabling her, as she wanted her daughter to be happy.
Of course I enabled her. I didn't know how to stop, just like she didn't know how to stop.
But it came at a price, as the only source of happiness in her life was now food.
Food is my only escape from the misery I have.
Even when Tammy was gaining weight immensely, she never put her on any diet, which escalated her weight furthermore. In junior high, her weight was about 250 pounds, and by the time she graduated, she weighed approximately more than 300 pounds.
By the time I graduated, I know I was in the 300s. So I was bigger.
The alarming thing in all this was that she never got bothered about her weight. After joining college, she got homesick badly, and when she came back, she found out that her mother had a drug addiction. Obviously, she went to food as a comfort, and by the time she was 19, she weighed more than 350 pounds. But after meeting with her future husband, Victor, her life began to get stable. They had 3 kids together. The eldest one was a boy, Deontay, and then the 2 girls. Weight was never an issue between them, but sadly, they got divorced. Sometime later, Victor died tragically when his then-girlfriend stabbed him in the heart out of jealousy. The news really shattered Tammy, but for the sake of her children, she covered it up.
By the time I was 22. But even though I was getting bigger, Victor never, ever commented about my weight.
Ride to Doctor Now.
We're driving to Houston today because we're going to meet Dr. Now. I got an appointment with him tomorrow.
During the car ride, she kind of snacked all the way to keep her mind off the pain and discomfort.
Food has been helping take my mind off it all.
When her own snacks finished, she made her daughter buy her 10 shells of hard tacos and a meat burrito.
Hard tacos.
How many?
About 6.
The ride to Houston was very hard for her.
I know that I'll be stiff by the time we get from Wichita to Houston.
Her feet and back were obviously killing her, but she sure was motivated. She was excited to start this new journey with Dr. Now, but we all know that only excitement is not enough.
Because if I'm not able to do that and get help, then I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be around.
At her weigh-in, she got to know that she weighed exactly 594.1 pounds, which was slightly less than she anticipated.
That's a bit of a relief to see. I had some worry I could be up in the 600s.
After getting to know her dietary habits, the doctor pointed out that all her previous approaches were unsustainable, hence she never lost weight.
So far, what you have done to lose weight?
I've tried a couple of diets.
Dr. Now made it clear that she will need to do a lot of hard work, and if she won't be able to change her habits, she is going to fail.
If you're eating out of habit, then long term, you're gonna fail.
He put her on a strict 1,200 calorie diet and gave her 2 months to lose 60 pounds.
And the limit of what you can eat in a day will be 1,200 calories, okay?
Okay.
Dietary challenges.
So you need to keep going and working hard.
Back home, the audience saw that Tammy was trying to change her eating habits in accordance with Dr. Now's plan.
Since seeing Dr. Now, me and my mom have worked to adapt my eating habits to be in line with his diet.
She was doing the sitting and upper body exercises every day. The walking exercises were done twice a day.
Doing the sitting exercises for my upper body every day and the walking exercises twice a day.
She was fully determined to lose a good amount of weight to prove to Dr. Now that she was serious about the weight loss surgery. But after a month, she got a little tired of her new lifestyle. Her mother, Pauline, brought a weighing scale for her, which could measure up to 600 pounds.
My mom managed to get me a special scale I can use at home that goes up to 600 pounds.
After a month of work, she only managed to lose 19 pounds, as her weight came down to 575 pounds. She got a little demotivated after this.
Oh no, yeah, I can only imagine, but we gotta stick with it, baby.
And asked Dr. Now to reschedule the meeting date to another month.
So I'm taking that extra time to work even harder and push myself to do better and lose more.
Even though her mother playfully poked her out of fun, she was still somewhat determined.
I wonder if Dr. Now eat egg whites every day.
I bet he don't.
Finally, after 4 months, Tammy again paid a visit to Dr. Now's clinic in Houston. This time, her weight was 550 pounds exactly. This means over the course of 4 months, she only managed to lose 44 pounds.
That's a little better than I was expecting. So that extra bit I lost was a nice surprise to see.
Tammy was glad, but also confused as to why her weight loss wasn't efficient. Dr. Now, being empathetic, was worried about her slow progress, so he set her up with a therapist.
So I'm gonna get you to see a therapist and see if they can start to help you improve your eating habits.
Okay.
In the end, he gave her the goal of losing 40 pounds over the course of 2 months.
Since you lost 40 pounds, I'm gonna approve you for weight loss surgery, providing that you lose another 40 pounds in 2 months.
The therapy appointment. After listening to Tammy's tragic past, the therapist made her realize how her bottled up emotions negatively affected her eating habits.
How did that affect you to get, it's your children's father, but also a guy you'd been emotionally close with?
Yeah, definitely.
Not having a proper moment to grieve and just directly focusing on her child affected Tammy's mental health.
I was young when I got pregnant. After I had my 3rd child, their father was murdered.
He suggested she work on that by visiting the grave of her late partner with her family to grieve properly.
So Tammy, I want you to go back to the grave, bring your family, and I want you to really feel it. That's a huge loss for your kids, the loss of their father, but it's a really big loss for you.
Days later, She embarked on the journey to Victor's grave to honor him with his mother, daughter, and grandchild.
Today, me and my family are going to honor my kid's dad, Victor. We're going to his resting site.
They spread flowers on his grave, and then Tammy kind of talked to him and finally mourned him.
Even 20 years later, life has not been easy without you. I still feel your presence every day.
And it felt as if Tammy showed some vulnerability, but it mentally took the burden off of her.
I'm gonna head to the car.
Say bye, Papa.
Setbacks and complications. Due to the nationwide lockdown during the pandemic, Tammy couldn't attend her appointment with Dr. Now for 2 months, and finally had a video appointment with him. During the call, when Dr. Now asked her if she lost any weight, she simply said no, but added that she didn't gain either.
It is a simple plan. But are you still sticking to your diet and doing the exercising?
No.
The doctor then informed her that if she won't lose but gain the weight, he will not move her further on the program, and she won't have her weight loss surgery.
I haven't lost any more, but I haven't gained either.
Well, I'm glad you're not gaining, but you need to keep losing.
Later that year, she and her mom went back to Houston for an appointment with Dr. Now. Tammy did anticipate that she didn't lose enough than she was supposed to and was anxious to get on the scale. When she was weighed, it was revealed that instead of losing her weight, she gained 2 pounds, making her total body weight up to 552.8 pounds. Obviously, this disappointed her, as according to her, it didn't reflect any hard work she did in a couple of months and fear that she may not get qualified for the surgery she had been working hard for. Dr. Now came and calmed her nerves by stating that she hadn't gained any weight and that the fluctuations are normal, but advised her to focus on her weight loss and again gave her the goal of losing 40 pounds over the next 2 months. She promised Dr. Now that she was not a quitter and this time would lose the required weight. Towards the success. This time, Tammy was fully motivated and wasn't keeping any stone unturned to lose the required weight. The audience saw her getting extra cautious as she weighs down and portions her meal carefully. Her mother, too, helped her in this by preparing healthy portion meals for her. Tammy's family showed the audience that if you have the right motivation and family support, you can conquer anything. According to her, when she started following the diet properly, the scale also showed her proper results. After working hard for 2 months, she finally went back to Dr. Now's clinic for the appointment. She was excited and nervous at the same time, because this time she knew that her hard work paid off. When she stepped up on the weight scale, the audience gasped to see the scale down to a whopping 496 pounds. This meant that she lost 57 pounds of weight in 2 months, 17 more pounds than Dr. Now asked her to. This time, she was proud. After Dr. Now asked her how she was able to do that this time, she replied that she worked through both her emotional issues and the eating habits combined with exercise. Finally, after seeing the progress of losing more than 100 pounds, Dr. Now approved her for her surgery and told her that it will be scheduled in some months. Tammy did good and was very happy and excited to keep going while waiting for her surgery. She continued her exercises and lost 28 more pounds since her last meeting. Before we go on to the last part of our list, we'd love to hear your thoughts on today's video, as well as if you have any other favorite shows that you'd like to see on our channel. Where is she now? There's not much evidence if Tammy underwent surgery or not, as she currently shies away from the topic. But she is quite active on social media and talks frequently about healthy eating, exercise, and plenty of other aspects of her incredible journey. Through her pictures and claims, it has been speculated that she lost overall 250 pounds, almost doubling the previous weight loss. So according to these estimates, she should now weigh around 350 pounds, which is hugely impressive. Patton regularly interacts with fans on social media, so anybody looking to keep up to date with her journey should follow her there. She even started a YouTube page that includes videos with healthy eating tips and positive messages. In contrast to Tammy's previous situation, her current posts show that she has quite an active lifestyle now. Well, we definitely wish her the best of luck. Thank you very much for watching the video. do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again